Mario Kart World has 50 characters, and not just 50 characters, but 50 Mario characters. That's right, every single character slot matters. Well, maybe not all of them. I'm kind of confused by this roster. My first thought when I see characters like Fishbone and Sidestepper are, who's gonna play these characters? And that gave me an idea. What kind of person is going to play as every single one of these characters? So, I'm gonna be going all the way from Mario, all the way to Conqueror, all 50, not counting costumes, going through what your character says about you. Let me know how right I am in the comments below. If I'm not, let me know. And without further ado, let's get started with number 1, Mario. You're either a Nintendo Treehouse playtester, a sociopath, or both. Anyone who picks Mario picks him trying to get a reaction out of others. Wait, are you seriously playing as Mario? Literally nobody cares. Get a real personality and pick a different character like a normal person. Luigi. You're literally just Luigi. Tall, lanky, and a goofy personality. Always the sidekick, and things always seem to go your way. The luckiest bastard you know. With Peach, you're either a younger sister or a 24-year-old dude who thinks being Peach is ironically funny for some reason. Grow up, dude. Picking the girl character doesn't make you funny. It's kinda weird. Bowser. You get satisfaction out of being the villain. You antagonize all of your friends, but they still invite you back because even though you're mean to them, they somehow still think you're great. You do take it too far sometimes, but you always know when to apologize, sarcastically. Yoshi players are the coolest, dopest chillers you know. Super tall, handsome, has killer music taste, and never fails to get a game of kart going. Not always the best player, but is just there to have a good time with his boys. I'm definitely not a Yoshi player. For some reason, moms love Toad. They're just magnetically drawn to Toad, like a moth to a flame. They can't help picking Toad, even if their life depended on it. And if you're not a mom, you definitely give off mom energy. Koopa Troopa. You might be weirder than Mario people, but at least Mario people are trying to bait a reaction. You literally just picked the most boring character and think that's cool. If that's what you want, great, but it's kind of pathetic. You should probably rethink who you are and what you actually want out of life. Donkey Kong. You're either a dad who picks him because he's the only character he recognizes, or is either your friend who plays way less kart than you, but somehow is always better than you. It doesn't make any sense. Wario. You're kinda weird. No offense, but you're one of those AI is the future, I'm part of a crypto project people. But once you've got your mega yacht in 5 years, feel free to roast me. I don't care. Baby Mario. You love the Yoshi's Island series and think the original is the peak of 2D platformers. But bro, Yoshi's right there. What the hell are you doing? Baby Luigi. Grab your Binky and Pampers because this guy's about to his pants. I hope you're sick in free roam mode because you stand no chance in knockout mode. Toadette. You probably own a black cat, have a band sticker on either your laptop or car, and have about 1,000 plus unread emails in your inbox. You can hold your own in Mario Kart races and can pretty easily beat CPUs, but once you go online, it's GG's. Bowser Jr. You'd rather play Mario Party, but are forced to play Mario Kart instead. You also love going to Taco Bell late at night and getting a Baja Blast Freeze and Cinnamon Twist. Peach is too basic, Rosalina is too emo, Pauline is too cool, you're a nerd, and you vibe with Daisy. Your goal isn't to just win, but to dominate. You're a menace of a player who never fails to snipe first place with a green shell. You probably also listen to a ton of video essays while eating dinner, and you also strike me as the kind of person to buy the summer bowling pass at your local bowling place for unlimited bowling all summer. Waluigi. You try to convince others to play Mario Kart on Thursday nights and have an unhealthy energy drink addiction. And you also love messing with first place's controller, citing it as new tech. Birdo. You're like 5'8", have an infatuation with the Gibbons, and at the end of the year, you're too embarrassed to show people your Spotify Wrapped, because all it is are video game soundtracks.
Warning. Warning. Halloween laser detected.
Proceed with caution. They will have pumpkins and skeletons up September 1st. Make sure you come prepared with a calendar and a thermostat. They will try to gaslight you into thinking this is normal behavior. It is not. Proceed with caution. Shy Guy. The loudest guy you know. Ironically, pick Shy Guy and make sure everyone gets the joke. Never fails to hit you with the red shell and say, excuse me, miss, may I pass you? Oh god, this video's a nightmare. Baby Peach. Your Subway order is ham on white bread. You think pink lemonade tastes better than regular lemonade, and think Honey Nut Cheerios are God's gift to Earth. Baby Daisy. You're either allergic to peanuts or are lactose intolerant. You also pay for the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, but haven't touched any of the retro games. Rosalina. You think Rosalina's storybook from Super Mario Galaxy is the most emotionally profound narrative found in any Nintendo game to date. The found family of Lumas in the vast and distant space speaks to you, and you see yourself in her. Or maybe you just think the emo space princess is cool. I don't know. Lakitu. Bro, what are you doing? You're supposed to catch me off when I drive off a cliff. Why are you in a cart? Well, if you're gonna play as Lakitu, you're probably a fairly reliable person. The worst grade you got in school was a B+, and you probably plan on being either an accountant or a pilot. Baby Rosalina. Double shot grande mocha latte with oat milk, double pump of vanilla with a caramel glaze is your go-to coffee order. You may even get a little crazy and snag a cake pop on your way out. Pauline. Black coffee, no sugar. You're super likable and people like being in your presence, but they know not to mess with you. Dry Bones. You have a YouTube channel dedicated to Mario, but somehow get more views on Minecraft videos. I don't get how you do it, but I'm so jealous. Wiggler. You're probably super chill and like scarves in the winter. You would also say your favorite hobbies are car rides and swimming in the summertime. Not to mention, you're quick-witted and probably pretty smart. Hammer Bro. You spend your weekends mowing lawns, blasting 2000's Divorced Dad rock, and booting up Fortnite after a hard day's work. Hammer Bro players are the type of people to hide how much they like Nintendo until you're playing Mario Kart with your IRL friends and stunt on them. Charge and Chuck. Your 10-year-old cousin or nephew who weighs about 120 pounds and destroys people in Pee Wee football. Everyone's telling him he's gonna go pro, but once he hits high school and all the other boys catch up to him, he ends up going to a local university on a weightlifting scholarship. Nabbit. Your first Nintendo console was the Wii U, and have been chasing that high ever since. You grew up watching Ninjago, eating Go-Gurt, and listening to Imagine Dragons. Now you're older and you're a bit jaded about the state of the world, but drain your sorrows playing Mario Kart and cruising around as Nabbit. Monty Mole. You literally just pick him because you think he's cute. And you know what? That's actually a great reason. You're not very good at Mario Kart, but are really just there for the vibes. Goomba. This is the moment you've been waiting for. You've been called crazy for years, and finally, your hero is here. And what's crazy is after all the characters added to this game, this seems like the most sane pick. Seriously, Goomba is a respectful addition, and I respect you for waiting this long. You're a trooper. Piranha Plant. You definitely sit on the toilet for like 15 minutes watching TikToks. Pianta. You think Mario Sunshine is the greatest Mario game of all time, and while I respect your opinion, you're just a little misguided. If I was also born in 1997 and my mom only bought me one Mario game for the GameCube, I would have no other choice but to think Mario Sunshine was the peak of gaming. Unfortunately, we're not in Delfino anymore. Pick up some Joy-Cons and play Odyssey like a man. Spike. Knows all the mushroom cuts, watched countless hours of Mario Kart Pro guides on YouTube, but when it really comes down to it, you just can't put it together in a game. Pro controllers only last a few minutes around Spike players because that thing's getting a one-way ticket to Ground Town. Dolphin. The Dolphin is your go-to combo for the absurdity of it all. You love puns, your go-to ice cream truck order is the SpongeBob Popsicle, and like either Family Guy or South Park, but definitely not both. Cow. Your music taste consists of whatever's popular on TikTok right now. We're a massive Marvel fan back in 2018, and probably wore a crappy JanSport backpack in high school. Pokey. You're a cross between Napoleon Dynamite and Sonic the Hedgehog. You're an oddball, but also cocky and a loudmouth. Your two moods are modern Pokey and... Yeah, I'm not gonna be messing with you anymore. Let's move on. Para-Bitty-Bug. Hey, get off Block Blast or whatever mobile game you're playing right now. You're a chronic multitasker and can't focus on anything. Or maybe you focus on everything. You're the reason Netflix is telling writers to make their shows simpler so people can follow along while they're on their phone. Penguin. You truly think Mario 64 is the greatest Mario game of all time. But not because of nostalgia. You were actually born after the GameCube ever launched. You own a basic gray N64 you found at a garage sale and display it on your shelf while playing Mario 64 on 3D All-Stars. Sidestepper. You're the kind of person to go crazy when a Coke bottle's got your name on it. Your elo on chess.com's like 800. You have a YouTube playlist called something like Funny Videos with dashcam car accidents in them, and you love Minecraft, but only single-player survival mode, no multiplayer. Snowman. Your favorite holiday is Christmas, and you love all things winter, but the only problem is, where you live, it never snows. Cataquack. You grew up a Nintendo fan during the GameCube era, moved on to become either a Call of Duty or Minecraft kid in middle school and high school, and then came back years later and picked up Cataquack because they're sick, and remind you when you were young playing Super Mario Sunshine. Fishbone. No Riz, no clout, probably think Tame Impala is still cool people music, and have got a vinyl record player even though it's 2025. Dude, there's a Spotify bill burning a hole in your wallet. There's no reason to buy plastic anymore to listen to music. Peepa, you're the kind of person who still sends Snapchat streaks. Swoop. There ain't no way you play Swoop. You realize there's like 50 characters in this game. You could play as anyone and you chose Swoop? Who hurt you in a past life? Go take a walk, drink a glass of water, call your mom, I don't know. But like, Swoop? Are we serious? Stingbee. You sleep with socks on, think water tastes gross, but do like the art of cooking. And when I say cooking, I mean reading the mac and cheese box instructions. Rocky Wrench. You're the worst kind of person. You're a contrarian. You couldn't pick a normal character like Yoshi or a funny character like Goomba. You needed to pick Rocky Wrench just because you so badly wanted to stand out as different. You'd probably play devil's advocate on the basis of world hunger or something like that. Your favorite film is probably some silent black and white samurai film from the 1940s and truly think Tears of the Kingdom is worse than Breath of the Wild. Please never play Mario Kart with me. Coin Coffer. Super Mario Odyssey was your first Mario game, and somehow you're already nostalgic for it. But also, you couldn't pick Pauline because you're a 14-year-old boy and are scared of girls. Cheap Cheap. You probably pick Dove soap at the grocery store because it's got a cute little duck on the front. You pick up lizards and cockroaches and bring them outside instead of flushing them down the toilet. However, after all of this, you still can't bother to sort your recycling. Conk Door. Yeah, you're pretty cool, but also, you've got your head in the clouds. You're pretty spacey, and you're the kind of person to be talking directly to someone, having a full-on conversation with them, but in the middle of a sentence, stop and think about something else. You also can't help. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and you want more stupid videos like this, go check out this video right here comparing Mario games to burger places. It's maybe even more ridiculous than this video. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.